Yes, sir. We in here, guys. Gun gossip once again. We hope you guys had a very, very good weekend. You know, we got Tennessee Goddess up in here, guys. We got the Queen Bee up in here today, guys. And we're about to get started today. I got a little echo going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this phone down. You know, I don't like the echoes. It kind of throws me off. All right. Let's see how many we got out in the chats right now, guys. I see 7. Oh, they came to see you, Tennessee Goddess, tonight. They came to see you. We got 7 out there. All right. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
There you go. Guys, we gonna get started tonight. We see you guys out there. I'm gonna do a quick roll call here. Quick roll call. I see Jason out there. What's up, man? We see you out there. Tech Lover, we see you. Carol Lee, we see you. Nathan White, we see you. Jason, I think I said that already. I'm sleepy, guys, so I'll probably end up repeating myself like 5 times tonight. Who else we got out there? And it looks like that's about it for right now, but of course it's gonna get packed, guys. We already got 8 up in the chats right now, so it's going to get packed for sure. All right. How many do you see that it says right there, Tennessee Goddess, on your phone? Does it show you?
It shows 10.
Yeah, it just popped up to 10. Yeah, so they're starting to come in. I think it's going to be a good show tonight. A lot of different people carry different things in their range bag. All right. And Tennessee Goddess, go ahead and tell them what we're going to be talking about tonight. I think this is going to be super fun.
So we're going to say, what's in your range bag? Everybody has something different in the range bag.
Yes.
Some people like certain things. Some people don't. Some things people don't realize they should have in the range bag.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about those.
Do you think that it differentiates between male and female? Do you think like different things are in, between male and...
Yes, because I carry a cleaning kit in my range bag.
Uh-huh.
And I took a class once. I was the only female in the class. And 2 of the guys in the class, they had some issues with their gun. And they're like, oh, if I only had a cleaning rod. I'm like, hold on. But, some of us ladies carry purses and we have everything in our purse.
So do some of those things cross over into the range bag?
They do. They do in mine.
Oh, man. All right, that's what's up. Well, we're most definitely about to jump into it tonight, guys. We got 11 out in the chat. Kurt24, I see you, bro. I see you out there talking to everybody. Kurt24, I look like I'm high, y'all. Look at them Chinese eyes I got. I look like I'm high, but I'm not. I'm really just tired as I don't know what. That trip took the living heebie-jeebies out of me, Tennessee Goddess. 6 hours there, 6 hours back. I'm tired.
Nathan asked a question.
Oh, let me go ahead and pop it up on the screen here. Let's see, Nathan. Let's go ahead and see what Nathan is saying today. Bam.
Yes, for 10 millimeter. I'm not sure if I know of one, but I'm sure Magpul will come out with something.
He said, hey, I got a question. Does anybody know where I can get a speed loader for 10 millimeter? A lot of people have been talking about the 10 millimeter speed loaders. I'm pretty sure you could. What you think? Amazon, maybe?
Amazon, Magpul.
Yeah.
Maybe even the manufacturer of the firearm that you have.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they I bet you they got plenty of them on Amazon because that's where I got my speed loader from.
Well, and one thing about buying them from Amazon, you do have to be careful. This is actually a Magpul Uplula.
Uh-huh.
So there are some fake ones on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't hold up as well. Some don't have the locking mechanism that's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't actually have like the slide here that will push down. It's flimsy and it'll break. So don't always go on the cheap, but make sure that it does say Magpul and that it's not something that's not safe to use. And of course, you'll see them with coming from your firearm manufacturer, and it's just one whole thing. It doesn't actually depress like this.
Yeah.
It's just one sleeve. I think I have one
Yeah, and make sure that you check
like
out
this.
the reviews too, guys, because
Yeah,
people will post reviews, and usually what the picture shows, you see the real life version of it, and it's like looking
not
totally,
not
yeah.
the same. I knew someone that purchased something for their firearm and thought they were getting a full size, and it was actually a miniature.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it could be just like I have a miniature um, Glock 17 on my keychain,
Uh-huh.
and it when you're looking at it online, it looks real, but it
No,
was not.
yeah, you're absolutely correct about that. Warren Fowler, we see you out there, brother. He said, "What's up, Tennessee got us also." Hollow Point, I see you, bro. What's up? Thank you for coming to the show. I think Kurt 24, I said, "What's up to you already, bro?" We really appreciate you coming to the show tonight. Seriously. So we're gonna get this popping here, guys. Tennessee Goddess is about to go ahead, take over. She's gonna talk about the range bag. I'm basically going to be the guy right now that gets you the links where we need to go and stuff like that. She'll tell me where to go, guys. In the background, you can see the notorious tactical backpack. That's just one of my backpacks. Okay. I have multiple, but my tactical backpack is back there, and I'm going to share with you guys what I have in my range bag. I also have a tech bag, which is very interesting, many different compartments and stuff like that. But tonight we're talking about tactical backpacks and bags and stuff like that. So, Tennessee Goddess, go ahead and let it rip.
So I'm not going to show you mine, but this is a picture
Ooh,
of my backpack.
that's nice.
Um, this is what it looks like on the inside.
Mm,
So it can carry up to 4 firearms in the sleeves here.
damn.
And then it has multiple packets. It's also on wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also a backpack. So it has lots of bells and whistles. Um, it's called a GPS Outdoors,
Mm-hmm.
and they have multiple backpacks
Mm-hmm.
and actual range bags. They have some that will hold more than just the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Some people take that insert. I'm going to blow it up just a little bit here. They take that insert out where the firearms are,
Yeah, I see
and
it.
we'll just put bags in there so they can get more in there.
I see it.
But
Uh,
keep in mind, when you have a backpack and you're loading it full of guns and ammo, it's going to be heavy.
that
It's
is
not.
nice. That's a nice bag. How many does it hold as far as handguns?
It has a cradle for 4. I've been able to get 8 in there.
That is nice. I
I
like that a
have
lot.
side pockets. So these side pockets, like right here on either side,
That is a beast. How much is that running, Tennessee Goddess?
you can get them for $99 in some places, and other places you can get them a little bit more expensive, like 150, 180. It just depends. You have to do your research on them. I actually won mine. So
Nice.
yeah, uh,
Very nice.
I won something.
Well, you always win something. You
Yeah,
got
believe it or not, I was actually
that luck, man.
yeah, I was on a Gun Goddess channel and actually won that. I won a $50 and another
That's crazy.
5 or something from their website, and I was like, yes, yes, Ron Wayne, we did say range bag.
Yeah. Ron liked this conversation. And Misty, we see you out there. We appreciate you coming to the show. All
Yes.
right. So
So
what
one of
else
the
do you keep in the
things
bag?
I keep a miniature kit, which is a cleaning kit.
Nice.
You can see my TV and everything else in there, but there. So I keep this here. I have these little white things here are pads. The rods actually extend. It's for a pistol, but I've added extra extensions in there so that I can use it for my rifle as well.
Mm-hmm.
It fits perfectly in my range bag.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're talking about cleaning kits, this is another cleaning kit that I have.
That's nice. I like
Looks like a bullet.
that.
The top screws off here,
That is dope. Oh man, that's sweet.
and you pull out the insert.
Oh guys, you gotta get this. How much that run?
I have no idea.
I want
I have no idea. It was gifted to me from a friend on Facebook.
I like that. Misty likes that a lot. She said that's sweet. That's awesome. She likes that. The Shaggy Rifleman, we see you out there, brother. Alien Gang all day. We see you, man. Hey, he just broke something for you, Tennessee Goddess. He said PPE, ammo, loot, mags, multi-tool, sight tools, targets, flashlight, and gloves. That's all about. That's in my range bag. Just want to stop by and drop a light. Can't stay the night. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He keeps in his bag, Tennessee Goddess.
So I have these little things here for ammo.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy bulk ammo, it's usually loose. So I have these containers. These are 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 45.
Okay.
You can just load them in there. They're easy to just pop them open, drop them in.
Nice.
So this is a 100-round box. I'm sorry, it's a 50-round box. I do have some that are 100-round boxes.
Okay.
Again, keep in mind that they're still heavy. I do the same thing with my laying it down. I do the same with
they like your lineup, Tennessee Goddess. They're going crazy out there in the streets.
So here's some 223s. Also, they come into a small box. I have and this box here is for 300 Win Mags, so it's a little small.
Okay.
Drop Christine link.
She wants
we're talking about speed loaders.
She wants to slide in. Yeah, let's go ahead and get her in. Armed and Broken, I see you, brother. We see you out there, man. Keep making that good content too, man. We appreciate you coming through for real. We really, really appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and pop yours up on the screen here. Who else we had that was in there? Oh, Whiteside Tactical Solutions. We see you, brother. We appreciate you. And he said something to you, Tennessee Goddess. He said, I need to clean out my range bag and organize it again. Yeah, because it gets messy, man. It gets really messy.
You find all kinds of things in there that you were looking for or didn't know that you had. Mine, I have one gun that requires a key to take it down. And I actually found it in there that I don't actually use that anymore with a Publix shopping, a little shopping bag from Publix that the key is attached to. So
that's nice.
I have that. Another thing that some people don't think about is having a Sharpie. So you can mark on your target.
I keep mine in there. Absolutely.
Mark all kinds of different things on there, whatever you need. I don't have it with me right now, but
you got the whole gang coming, Tennessee Goddess. they starting to pop in.
Painter's tape.
Okay.
Painter's tape is one of my favorites because I can use that to hang targets. I'm a little vertically challenged, so when I go to an indoor range, sometimes I can't reach the clips. But sometimes they have cardboard behind to hang the targets. I can at least put that tape up there, and it's easier for it to come off.
See, and people don't think about those little things sometimes. They don't.
Yeah. And you can get the painter's tape that is kind of white or different color matching your targets.
Okay.
You can use that to cover up your holes so you can use the same target over again.
Nice.
So that's something. Usually also in my Sharpies, I keep a silver one in my bag. But it actually, I was looking at it today, it dried out, so I had to throw it away. But the silver one I use to write on the back, the bottom of my magazines.
Okay.
So I number my magazines. 1, 2, 3, or numerically 1 through 5, whatever I have with me. That way, if any of them jam up or have issues, then I know which magazine number it was.
Okay. Very good. Nice.
If you don't want to number them, you can buy these little stickers that will go on the bottom of them that they do have some kind of texture to it, but you can have, it has cutouts of the numbers, but you can have those placed on there as well.
Nice.
So let's see. Oh, always my first aid kit.
Gotta have it. Gotta have
it. This is 100%. A tactical first aid kit. You don't have to have those super expensive ones that are about $200-$300. You don't need all that. You can just purchase something. I think this one was $24.
That filling, you're right. It's in yonder, and if it is angled.
What'd you say, Christine?
I was talking to my husband.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, okay. What I did for my med kit is I just bought the box that I wanted to start with, and then I just added what I needed to it.
Right. And there's a lot of classes that are around that will allow you to come to the class. Some of the bags are included. Some of them allow you to just go to the class. Once you're certified, you can just go and pick and choose what you need in your particular bag, if it's even to add to your bag. I also have one of these.
Explain that to the
Okay,
fans, to the people.
so this is a boar snake, and the boar snake, I would use that with my pistols as well as my long guns. It has a little rough area down here. I'm on the right end. Yeah, right here. I'm trying to see it in the camera, but it's hard to see. There.
Oh, we can see it. Yeah, it's threaded.
Okay. So yeah. So that has like some wire bristles in it. You can take that and drop it into your barrel and pull it through to clean, and this helps get some of the residue inside the barrel out.
Okay.
When you're cleaning it, it's for me, it's just a quick clean if I have an issue that when I'm out on the range.
Hey, excuse me, guys. Somebody has the phone on. Just if it's a cell phone on the side, just turn it all the way down for me because it's giving bad feedback. I don't know who it is. Sorry about that, Tennessee goddess.
Sure, no problem. Let's see. As Shaggy was saying, flashlight. I do have a flashlight in my bag. I carry a flashlight in my purse as well. I also have a knife that I carry in my bag because you never know what you're going to need to cut open or break apart. So that's there. I have multiple kinds of ear pro.
Okay.
Okay. So you have your basic ear protection, the little styrofoam.
Yep.
I have those. I have electronic ear. The one thing to keep in mind if you're going to use electronic ear pro, you need to make sure that you're using something that is not going to interfere if you're shooting a rifle. Right. So some of them are bigger and they stick out. And when you shoot the rifle, the butt of the gun can knock the cover off.
I've seen that.
One of my other favorite kind of ear pros, these guys.
Yeah, I've been seeing those.
So I've had these for several years. I wear them on the outdoor range. I have full protection, but I can hear what everybody's saying.
Nice.
It's amplified. It's not electronic. You will see these. Otis made these, and I believe they're like $24 or more. See, some places are trying to sell them for $50, but they're just called ear shields. They do kind of sit in the ear, not necessarily go inside the ear. I just don't know how to explain how impressed I am with them. They're wonderful, especially in an outdoor range because I can hear everything that everybody's saying, but the shot sounds are muffled.
Nice. Beating NCP said, wow, I was just telling my wife about adding more to our emergency kits. It's true, guys, because I went out to the range and actually had an accident and I was bleeding like crazy. And thank God I had my med kit with me and I was able to doctor myself up and, run a Band-Aid and stuff like that on there too. Beating also said, pack some lint for a fire starter. That's interesting. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
I use cotton balls that have been dipped in wax for a fire starter. So if you're a candle burner, you can take that cotton ball, dip it in wax, and it will help start a fire pretty well too.
Nice. Mike said, I have a couple of boar snakes, quick and easy cleanup in a pinch. Let's see. Whiteside said, I.T.T, I just finished outfitting all the Tribe of Kings and their first aid kits. Check them out, guys. Tribe of Kings, super dope channel. They do a lot of the tourniquets and like different stuff to teach you. They did something on walkie-talkies I thought was really, really good that you may not know about and stuff like that. So check those guys out. Beating also said cotton swabs dipped in Vaseline, wrapped in some aluminum foil for a quick stove heating food. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll work too.
Killian said, I've got a trauma bag that's always in my trunk. You got to have them. I got 3 of them, man. I don't play. I keep one on my range belt. I have one on my backpack that you can see, my tactical backpack in the background. I'll share with you what I have in a few minutes when the ladies are done. and then keep another one somewhere else downstairs. But I have 3 of them running around here, guys. So that's super important to have those things going. What else you got, Tennessee Goddess? And then we're gonna get to the rest of the girls on the channel. It's ladies' night.
Yeah, and just because you have the tactical first aid kit, make sure you know how to use everything in it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Get some kind of training on it. You don't have to get certified, but at least know some basic life-saving skills. How to use the tourniquet, how not to use the tourniquet.
Mhm.
I mean,
And don't rely on YouTube to tell you when you need it.
yeah, because I've seen one where they were like, "Here's the tourniquet," and they were like, the lady was wrapping it around her husband's neck, and I was like, "No,
That's the wrong way to do it." She was trying to get him out of there.
I was like, I mean, that might stop some issues, but that's going to cause issues. So I'm like, yeah, you might need to rethink that one.
Hey, Whiteside got something for you right there, Tennessee Goddess.
So what are your thoughts on a good range bag? What's your recommendation? I have one, but looking for another one. I'm really partial to these with our GPS because it has so much room. And as you can see, I'm kind of one-handed. I have some other health issues that cause me not be able to lift certain things. But the backpack, throwing it on my back, it makes things a lot lighter. It's easier to manipulate when I go in a gun store. Also, it's on wheels. You have to also keep in mind, not everybody's going to stay the same age and be healthy with their hands.
Right.
So when you have arthritis or something like that, you're going to not be able to carry as much. So looking at something with wheels was my option. But GPS is really good. I like Voodoo Tactical also.
Mm-hmm.
They have some really nice ones. Those are the 2 that I usually go with. I think there's some like, what is the other name of them? I've gotten a couple of Glock ones, and I've got some from Smith & Wesson.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually gotten a couple from the NRA also. My NRA ones, kind of just like the NRA, didn't hold up very well.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of broke apart. But other than that, those are my 2 favorite, Voodoo Tactical and GPS.
That's sweet. Now we're going to get back to your bag because I got to see that live in the flesh. So we're going to get to Carol Lee right now. This is Lady Night, guys. You know, they done took over the spot right now. I'm overwhelmed. It's a lot of estrogen out there right now. So, all right, look. Carol Lee was like, oh my God.
Well, you know, some have more estrogen than others.
That's true.
Just saying. So
go ahead, Carol Lee.
Bag. Well,
what? No, you got to show us what's in the bag, Carol Lee.
No. It's like all the way upstairs.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of what you guys have already talked about, that is definitely in the bag. Safety glasses are important as well. I usually, if it's during the day, then of course I have my sunglasses, which are safety rated. But when it gets dark out or dusk, my vision is toast.
Dang.
So I have to have then some other glasses, because to me, these glasses are not going to be sufficient, even though, you know, they're glass. But I'd rather have something that I know is 100% rated, you know,
right,
for safety. So, I think we usually carry about 3 or 4 different pair and different sizes, because for one, we never know who's going to go with us. So we want to make sure that everybody has ears and eyes. And that's if we're, you know, literally just being at the range, literally. Mm-hmm. Then, you know, that's what we definitely have. The other thing that we have, if we're sighting in like a specific rifle, we've got a laser that actually, a bore laser. So you can, if you're trying to sight in the rifle,
look at who's in the background. What up, man?
There he goes. Ugh. So here's the bag. Let's see. Okay, did you say hello?
What's up, gang? How you doing, man?
I'm the bag, obviously.
You are the bag, my friend.
Older. Okay, so the first portion that I opened is completely empty. So,
okay.
I know we did have rope and stuff in here. When we did a lot of hunting, which we haven't really found any place here to go hunting yet. So that's kind of on my list of things to look at. Hint, hint, hint. Let's see. Okay. We have a saw.
Oh, that's good to have for wood and stuff. Yeah.
And again, a lot of this pertains to hunting as well. So it's a combination, and my dog is trying to help. We have a headlamp, which is not open, but we have it.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. We have two.
Okay.
We have the bandage tape. It's a sports tape, but it'll work just as well to bandage up.
Okay.
This is just one side of it here.
Oh, Babe Beating made a good point. He said paracord. That's something I don't have. I need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my puppy's like trying to get in here. We've used this thing so many times for hunting. So this is Easy Lap. Oh, I think this is for sharpening, isn't it, Jason? For sharpening fish hooks. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
More bandage, just in case. We did take out a bunch. We had a bunch of knives and such in here too. We took those out.
Oh, that's a little.
Okay. And then
That's a big one, Carol Lee.
it is more tape.
Okay.
And this is just a tiny first aid kit. Nothing too spectacular. Just something quick, quick Band-Aid, some wet wipes, scissors, some gauze, tape. Just something small. We took out our big one because we haven't used it here.
Okay.
Batteries.
I never thought about batteries. Really, I haven't.
Well, if you're using a rangefinder, which usually when we go hunting and stuff, we'll have that with us, and this gets carried with us 100% of the time. Hence why it's orange.
Okay.
And so if you're using a rangefinder, a lot of times those batteries, if you don't check them before you walk out that door, you're going to go to use them. They're going to be dead.
Yeah.
Also for electronic hearing ear pro.
Yep.
Yes.
You need to have those batteries too. I have several in my range.
Yeah. And we have a little bore light.
Nice. Yep. Look down, see if there's any
one of the kids
build up and stuff like that. Yep.
And these batteries are dead, so we haven't changed it. But we have batteries in here to change it if we need to.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh, so we have some matches, a lighter, and crayons. Sounds funny, but crayons melt or catch fire just like a candle would. So those actually work really well, and they're really light.
Okay. Carol Lee, you are never ending. Your bag is never ending.
Okay, let's see. Properties of survival. Okay, we don't care about that. This is Gerber, and this fire starter, flint.
That's sweet.
That one I know we've had that for quite some time.
Those come in handy.
Yeah, they do. All right, what else we got?
May I interject?
Interject.
So I got a question for both of you guys. With that amount of equipment, do you think that it's problematic with the weight? Carrying weight
Not
or
for
anything
me.
like that?
Not when the mule's carrying it. No. This is light, Ivan. This thing's normally about 35 pounds when we go.
Go on and show them real quick. Go on and show
The pipe cleaners?
No,
the
carry
bangers right there.
I don't got much for pipe cleaners, big guy. the reason why that book was in there, because we have this, if you get lost and you're by yourself, you got to try to do something to keep your sanity.
Yep.
So you don't lose your mind and think you're lost and that kind of thing. So the whole point is if you get lost, you sit down, square your mind up, give yourself something to read. Don't dwell on what's what's bad. Keep your mind occupied so you're not trying to, that's the whole point of it was in here. This is more of a hunting pack and range pack, but
got it.
But the crayons,
burn great.
Yeah, they really well. And we've used also the same. We've done the lint, and that works great. Problem though is we just don't know when to stop collecting lint, so then we have bags of it everywhere. So I use the Walker Ear Pro. And I actually usually would just use the ones, the plugs, the little ear plugs.
Yeah.
And last time we were out at the range, Jason had gotten a pair of the Walker, and I think I was still outside of the car. We were getting ready to leave, and everybody was shooting underneath one of the awnings, the metal awnings. So I snatched his and put on my ears, and I was like, I could hear them talking by the car, but couldn't hear everything going off underneath the awning. And I was like, okay, I need a pair of those.
Yeah. Those are really cool. I have a pair of, earmuffs also where you could just turn them up. And you can actually, it's audible. You can hear really freaking clear. The only thing is, be prepared to have backup batteries because will, sometimes you may forget to turn those freaking things off. And the next thing you know, you're at the range without that capability.
Right.
Yeah.
And then talking about Tennessee Goddess, you were talking about, how they're big and, if you're shouldering a rifle, you got to be careful. But again, my thought with that is, if you're holding that rifle the way you should, which is snug into your shoulder there,
cuff.
You should not, you shouldn't have it up this way.
Right.
Unless, of course, that rifle is just not fit for your hands, which I get that a lot, or not hands, but arms. My arms are very short, and I have to cut my stocks down anywhere from 1.5 inches to, roughly between 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So, which I do that myself.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm meaning more along the line when you're looking into the scope and you have it up like this, you're looking into the scope. And
you talk about like the cheek well area
when you've got your head turned into the butt of your rifle. And that does tend to get in the way, depending upon how you're shooting. So and depending upon, for me, short of like my AK, a lot of times I love to shoot prone. So obviously not much of an issue for me, especially where, one of my guns is like 13 pounds. So one of my rifles. So, but
I've handled that rifle before.
Yeah, you did.
So even with electronic ear pro, I have decibels. Or these little things that are molded to my ear, and they have the little tip here, and they fit into your ears. Sometimes I will, depending on where I'm at and what's going on, mostly with the indoor range, I will have double ear pros on because there's always that one person that's got to shoot the loudest gun when you're inside.
I double it up anyway because the way sound travels, it bounces off of the walls in the inside. And then it has to go somewhere. So that's why I double it up. And plus my ears are sensitive. But when I'm outside, I don't have to double. I just put my headset on.
Those, the ones where you put them in hot water and you mold them into the inside of your ear. But my ears are super sensitive. So
mine too.
Those harden, like the inside where you've molded it to, really starts to bother me, especially when I'm wearing my glasses. Then so I'm really, really sensitive to those. So if it's not something that's like over the ear and in, it's just really difficult for me to use. So that's why I actually do prefer the muffs or the plugs that you just kind of, plop in.
That's the ones that I use. It's kind of like a clay substance almost.
Yeah, it's like
it's a polymer type. It's a decibel that it's like almost like the mouth guards that you have that you can put in water and mold so that it molds to your ear. But there are also at different ranges they will have a custom ear mold kit that they actually use syringe type thing to put in, and it molds to your ear different colors, and it fits very well, but you cannot hear very well out of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the foam earplugs, like Mike had said. Those are the ones that we always have a bunch of those on hand too when we go, because again, you never know who we're gonna pick up along the way.
Yeah,
Right.
I do have these inner ear axles.
Oh, yeah.
I have these here. I haven't used them on the range just yet, but I've used them like with my cell phone because it does have Bluetooth with it as well. And it seems to be that I cannot hear anything that's going on. I used them like on a 4th of July kind of thing. I couldn't hear the fireworks going off, but I could hear the person talking to me and other people talking. So those were pretty good. I've heard both good and bad about these, and they're the Axel GS Extreme 2.0.
Mhm.
Just that you need to make sure if you're going to be in a particular setting, because they come with two. They come with a foam tip and they come with a rubber tip.
Yeah.
And they're to be used in different places.
And that's the other issue with me too. I have my ear canals, they go this way. So trying to find anything, they always seem to want to they don't go in properly going this way. They have to go upward, and you can't really do that without putting too much pressure down in the earlobe portion. So yeah, I'm pretty picky.
Very good. Very good, ladies. So we're going to get to Christine. She has patiently been waiting to drop the bomb on Ladies Night to see if y'all got it going on. Let's see if these women really got it going on. Christine, what do you have in your range bag? And don't piss
Mine is
Killian.
just my little
Don't piss
Alabama
Killian off
bag.
right now. Don't piss Killian off. Because if you piss him off, it gotta be truly what's in the bag now.
Got my 4.
Okay.
And this one goes for my 9, my 357. It's a multi-tool.
Okay.
Got my extra batteries.
There you go.
Got my Digi earplugs and my regular earplugs.
Nice.
And then I have like multi-packs on this. Flashlight.
Yep.
It's a really, really bright one. Pocket knife with a glass break on it.
Nice.
It's got the glass break on the end of it. Nitro gloves.
Pocket knife in my purse so I don't put it in my bag.
Well, I keep them in my purse and on my person as well. But, there may be that one point where I need a knife for one thing and then a knife for something else, and I don't want to cross-contaminate.
Okay.
There you go.
So that's the military training in me. Earmuffs. Well, I got 3 pair. I have 2 pair, one of my husband's, and then I always have an extra pair. Now, these that we have are the ones that have the radios on them.
Yeah, I used those.
This is the one that Ivan had fun with.
That thing was fun, man.
It has a walkie-talkie radio on the side of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's up to 200 or 300 yards, and we can hear crystal clear each other. But they also protect my ears because I have hearing damage from the military. So a certain decimals ring, I can wear these with or without a second set and be okay. And then I have 2 boxes that I keep in the bottom of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
A wet box and my med box. And this is where I was talking about. I just bought a med box and then I added to it.
Yep.
I added the extra batteries, the gauze wrap, the burn cream, the itch stuff. My child is highly allergic to mosquitoes and stuff. So I have creams in here that I know will keep her from having a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
This actually started out as a 160 piece kit. And now I have everything from bleed stop, Benadryl, Neosporin, and everything's in little snack bags.
You got all the little meds.
Yeah. But everything I have in here I'm trained to use and I know how to use it. And that's the key
Yes.
thing about any bag. It's
Yes.
got to be tailored to you and your family and who you know you're going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
The burn cream, there's always that rookie out there that doesn't know and they'll burn themselves on a barrel or something.
Hey, Jason, I got natural sunscreen, bro. You can get some of this brown chocolate over here if you want some.
That is not true.
It's
Ivan.
natural over here.
It is
Hey,
not
I
true.
can give you some of this chocolate, man.
It is not true,
I'll
sir.
tell you, where you may be chocolate, I am like 100%
That's vanilla.
vanilla.
Yes, agreed.
It's French vanilla. The French vanilla has a little yellow in there. I am strictly as basic vanilla as you can get. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Saga.
Mhm.
That's his nickname is vanilla.
That is.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you right here. That is not true. We burn quick.
Oh no! Look, now you a little on the light side now, Tennessee Goddess. So
It doesn't matter. We still burn. We actually burn quicker.
man, let me tell you something. I can sit in that sun, literally, no joke. I can sit in the sun because I like it hot. Nathan and Christine, they know I can sit in the sun and I'll be fine. I'm just gonna get black as hell. Now, do I want those problems? I don't know if I want those problems, but that's all that happens to me. It's just like cooked in a little oven. That's all.
So, Danny wants to know where a ginger can purchase some melanin.
You know what? I can sell her some. Tell her I'll get some prepared for my body soon.
Oh, that'll go good.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. That is sunburn from the range.
Oh, wow.
From the what?
My pink cheeks. I was out on the range. It's my glasses outlined.
Yep. I always look like a raccoon.
Get those coon eyes. Yeah, coon eyes.
Because I am, and it's like a red raccoon because everything is red except for and then the outline of the safety goggles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
Jason.
let me ask you guys, since we were talking about what's in your range bag, and we talked a little bit about what's in your medical kit, do any of you carry butterfly bandages?
Interesting.
Yes.
I do.
I have 2 bags of them.
I keep them on deck and
'Cause
regular
they work
bandages
great
too.
for things that are not needed to be bandaged.
Yep.
Right. And they help to keep it close. So that's, primarily most often when you buy the kits like that, they don't have them. They don't come with those. And there's been times when they really would have come in handy over the course of my life. And I got yelled at once by a fireman because nobody had any either. So not my fault, but you live and learn. So since that time, of course, it's always keep them in there. So it was something that I think they
were talking about paracord.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got one.
But this paracord is not just paracord; it's also fire starter paracord.
Ooh.
So I can use it to start fires, or I can use it, and I've got it braided up. It's actually a really long piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I have it braided up so it doesn't take that much room. So
I have a rifle sling that I made out of paracord.
Yes.
And it's probably about 300 foot when it's undone. So
yes. I'm actually in the process of, I tried making one. It didn't turn out too right. I'm actually in the process of making another one now.
Yeah, they're fun to do. Definitely fun to make. But
and they're durable.
Yes, they are. And I haven't made one in several years, but I do have 2 of them, I think, here still. No, 3 maybe still here at the house. So
yeah. And it's someone that mentioned about bug spray.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I like this here because I'm pretty sensitive.
That's what I need to pack because I don't have any.
Yeah, and also
the mosquito bracelets help too.
The bracelets, but I'm like mosquitoes are attracted to me. But I'm just having my
Yeah.
Nathan says it's because your blood's too sweet, Tennessee got it.
That is true.
Well, I don't know that mine is sweet. They love the heck out of me, though. I think I'm sour. I don't know.
When I lived in
Well,
North
I
Dakota,
keep saying I'm sour, but yet I'm the one that comes home like my daughter with the most bug bites. So, you know.
one of the professors at the University of North Dakota was doing a study on mosquitoes, and he stated that they are more attracted to people that give off more carbon dioxide.
Which would be me because I smoke.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I'm just.
You didn't get them.
I just want.
What Nathan say?
He said he used to smoke cigars, and mosquitoes don't like him. They've never liked him.
And it's not necessarily. It's just that you're giving off more that you're either breathing.
I heard it was pheromones.
No.
I heard it was something like that. I don't know if that was true or not.
And I have a picture somewhere of me. If you've ever been to North Dakota, then you know the state tree is the telephone pole, the state bird is the mosquito. So there's a picture of me walking down the street, and mosquitoes had just around me, just like a big cloud of dust, and
completely agree.
but it was actually the mosquitoes all around me. No perfume on, no lotions, nothing.
Wow.
Right.
LaShawn dropped something for you, ladies. She said, in my range bag is my eyes, muffs, earplugs, ammo bag, similar to mine, magazine pouch, gun cleaning pouch. Interesting. I don't carry that. That's good to have, though. And ammo.
Right.
I keep tons of ammo in my bag. I got a lot of ammo in my bag.
I have all of that except for my eyes are temporarily in another bag, but they're normally in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've seen what I pulled out of this Alabama bag, Ivan.
Right.
I'd have.
And then
I don't
this
have
is my saw.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little foldy saw,
Mhm.
and I keep twisty ties on it.
Those are good to have too.
Yep.
And of course, your stormproof matches. And then this is just a little cheap bottle that was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
And in it, I have my water tablets, my cooling towel, some fire starter. It's called the Go Fire.
Mm-hmm.
The little tablets. These little tablets work wonder. I got them at a gun show years ago, and I bought a big thing of them, and I still haven't used that whole container. And then I keep
pull up. We bought some stuff at a show not long ago, and like you can light it and set it on top of water, and it will burn right through.
That's what that is.
Is that what those are? Yeah.
Yes.
The round container that they came in for us, and oh my gosh, those things were amazing.
We got ours, the container, it's like a big round black and red container, and they're individually wrapped.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, lens wipes.
Oh, yes.
For glasses and your scopes and stuff.
I actually use bar soap.
I haven't thought of that one.
What's the reasoning for that, Tennessee Goddess?
Bar soap, if I'm wiping on my glasses and scope and I can just wipe it off, it doesn't have a tendency to fog up.
Got it.
And then I have some timber in mine. You know, the like you use in your grill.
Mm-hmm.
I keep some of that just in case. And then I have emergency bag, a blanket, and poncho. I have 2 or 3 of them in my bag. And then as well as what y'all have shown, like the ammo and my little green bag, it also fits in my Alabama bag. Weight-wise, yeah, it's a little bit on the heavy side, but I know that with my training, everything I have, I can use.
That's perfect. And you want to be prepared and proactive for things like that. Now, tell me this, though, ladies. Is it anything, and I know Killian is listening, he's a military guy. Is there anything inside your bag that possibly has an expiration date that needs to be replaced at a certain period of time? And how adamant, right? How adamant are you about replacing those items? Let's be real, ladies.
Medicine? like your creams and stuff, is the one thing that I have that goes bad the most. But what I've learned to do is, as I run out of something at home, it's usually something that's in my bag. So I will take it out of my bag, put it in my house, and buy new for my range bag. That's how I rotate mine. And then the other odd thing, and I'm not going to show it because I don't want to embarrass no gentleman, that some people keep in ours is tampons and pads.
Okay.
Because the best thing
Gotta
for
have 'em.
nosebleeds is tampons.
Okay.
Yep.
Because and if you've got a really deep gash or wound, and say your gauze or something like that is not cutting it, throw those butterfly over the cut. So you got a cut here, and it's just
That's
really, really
actually
gushy.
smart. Yeah.
Put your butterfly strips across there just to hold it together. Throw that pad on there, and then just wrap it, and you're good.
You can use the pad for.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can use the pad because it's plastic lining for an open sucking wound that's coming from the lung, to seal that up because of the adhesive. Clean the area and try to stick it down as good as possible, and it's going to seal that up. So if somebody has a punctured lung, they're going to be able to breathe a lot better.
Interesting. Y'all taught a man something today, because I didn't know nothing about that. I swear I didn't.
And just so that you know, you don't have to buy a certain kind if you're going to run out and buy any.
Right.
Can I go to the dollar store and get them?
Dollar store,
Yes.
Dollar Tree, dollar bill.
Look,
Some
I'm
of
gonna
the guys
be
that I
in the
know that
aisle
keep
doing it low key, just kind of grabbing them real quick.
Exactly.
Some of the guys I know that get the ones with the cardboard tubing to it, so the cardboard tubing can also be used as fire starter.
Okay.
Plus,
So
they're
there's multi-purpose.
What you say,
Ma'am?
Caroline?
They're sanitary. So for a wound, they work great.
Yes. Definitely.
Interesting. That is very interesting.
Just through the conversation with everybody in the group talking, I see that there's some people that are saying range bag and some people are saying go bag.
Let's talk about it, Tennessee Goddess. Give it to them.
So, I mean, they can be combined and they can be separated, and some people choose to combine them. So it's just, I guess, a matter of preference. I have a go bag that has pretty much everything in it, but I also have a range bag because I'm not going to lug all of this stuff to the range if I'm just going to the range for a class or just practice or just relaxation.
Well, I have a bag I keep in my car at all times. It's a book bag, and it has my medical and my backup batteries and stuff like that in it. And I do have a small range bag that I put in this bag. But most of my range time is outside. I do very little indoor ranging. So for me, I would rather be over prepared than under prepared, because when you're outdoors, you don't know the person next door to you.
Okay, we got something that just got dropped by Joe Q. Y'all know he's a brain out there. Go ahead. Somebody needs to respond to that.
Yes.
That is a possibility, but depending on how long it's going to be in there, should you be that concerned?
Okay.
Right. Because that product is actually naturally made to be a blood absorbent, 9 times out of 10, unless you're just really, really off grid, you're going to be able to get someone to a medical facility or get medical to them before that sets in.
Man,
usually within 4 hours. Minimum. Maximum.
Yeah, I mean, even for what they're normally used for, it's like it says 12 hours or more that you should be aware of toxic shock syndrome then. But if you're out in the wilderness somewhere, or you're just even at the range and you need to use it to plug a hole from a gun shot, then you're going to it's not going to be 12 hours before they seek medical attention.
Okay.
Right.
Just a thought.
Fair enough. This is an interesting conversation, guys. You got them talking out here. They are talking out here today.
Well, that's the point. Get them talking. The other thing I always try and keep on hand, especially if I am hunting, is electrical tape, because I always
keep it in my bag.
I tape the barrel, the bore of my rifle And I do that especially if I'm hunting in the wintertime or if it's raining. I don't want, if anything, if I fall, which I have done, I don't want anything getting into the boar at all. And so I will put electrical tape on it, and I'll put one piece directly over the top, and then another piece will go around the outside of that to hold that in place. And then when you fire, it does not do anything at all. It doesn't hinder your shot at all. But then you can undo that one piece, take the piece off that you shot through, and put that other piece right up around on it.
Interesting.
But it does help to keep your barrel clean from dirt and moisture, and yeah.
Yeah.
Mediums.
Shooting before raining and after the fact, I of course wipe down my firearm, but I also use a silicone wipe.
Yep.
Which I just wipe them all down to help make sure I don't have any rust buildup. And you can find those silicone towels for like $3.99 or cheaper online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Killian said Joba QB spitting big facts tonight. He always spitting facts, bro. That's why I like him coming to the show. We really appreciate, him and each and every individual person. I feel like everybody that comes to the channel has something to bring to the table, and we can all learn from each other, which is a really, really good thing.
Now, I think it was Joba Q. It may have been somebody else popped up, said something about little vodka bottles and stuff. Those are very good to use for cleaning, but you have to know someone's medical history because if someone's on a medicine, like I have some meds that alcohol do not mix with, so you can cause more damage than good. So if you're going to use liquor of any kind on someone to clean a wound, you must know their medical history and know what you're doing.
Right.
Interesting.
And vodka, I have a lady locally to me that makes vodka insect repellent.
Whoa.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
Right,
I didn't know
Kimberly, I'm
anybody
like,
made it.
Yeah, because she does a lot of dandelion teas and things. And so when she goes out there, she makes the stuff and she sprays it around her ankles to keep the chiggers off. She has not gotten bit one time.
Wow.
I'm like, you might have come onto something, but she won't share the recipe.
Dang.
So I'm like,
let me buy a bottle, please, at least.
Yes. Yes.
But then again, things like that, you've got to know your body, you've got to know your medicines, and you've got to know, because even alcohol can be absorbed through the skin as well. It doesn't have to be ingested or poured into a wound.
What would you guys suggest? 3 on the panel, smart women. What would you guys suggest that if you had a brand new person shooting guns, don't know crap hardly, what would you suggest? The basic necessities that they should keep, things that are practical inside their tactical bag. What would all three of you guys agree upon? A couple of things.
One thing I say to new shooters is always carry pen and paper.
Yes.
In your bag. Because number one, you're going to be out on the range with a bunch of different people. They're going to have something you're like, oh, I might have need that. You need to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
You may not have access to your phone, or you may have your phone with you and be able to put that in there, but pen and paper, because they can write down where they found it, what the name of it is for you. If you want to trust giving your phone to someone, you can do that as well. But having the tools to get more information, that pen and paper is going to save you tons, because I've been to the range many a times, even with my ladies group that were there, and I'm like, where's that? Where did you get that from? What is that good for? What, like we have one of our ladies carries her keychain is her blood type.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a tag on her range bag, and anything that has to do with firearms that has her blood type on it and her emergency information. So that's another thing to also keep in mind. Also in your range bag, emergency contact information.
Yep.
What else, Carolee?
Well, med bag or kit to me is paramount. Anytime you're going to be handling a firearm at all,
yep,
you need to have that available for any particular reason. It could be, you're not paying attention, you have a hang fire or something along those lines. You turn the gun because it didn't go off, and then guess what? The person next to you just got shot.
Slide bite. Yep.
So you really do need to make sure, accidents happen. I get it. But in the same sense, you need to be prepared for those. The more you're prepared, the less something's going to happen.
I totally agree. Christine, what do you got to say about this?
If you're totally new, one thing I would definitely do, and you're going out by yourself to a range with people that don't know you, is make sure you have either a laminated piece of paper or a Ziploc bag. Not only has emergency contact, but any meds you're on, or who your primary doctor is, or any information like that, and your home address. I know it sounds silly because, you know, people can follow you home or whatever, but and your next of kin or someone that would need to be called. That information for someone that's new is not thought of, because you may not find someone's driver's license or something right away.
You know, it's my personal opinion that you don't go to the range by yourself.
Right.
And there is a personal reason for that. We actually had a cousin that did just that. And unfortunately was there by himself. We don't know for how long. So yeah, he didn't make it, and it was because of that hang fire.
Wow.
Exactly.
Right.
So, you know, all of these little lessons that happen in life, we try and learn from others. So, again, you know, if you're new and you're going to go to a range by yourself,
I'd rather you not.
Right. One of those to me that I don't know that would be a safe thing to do. You know,
It's not, but I see it more and more nowadays, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, but that's my personal opinion. Is, you know, you always want to try and take somebody with you who is experienced, who has done it before.
I like that.
At least talk to somebody at the range, you know, who's available. What do we got there?
This is the
It's a battery backup.
Power bank.
It is
Oh,
a battery charger. You can use solar to charge it with, or you can charge it in your home. But right now it's charging my cell phone and my iPad, and I can use it with I've used it with a light before, a fan. I've had the TV running from it as well, and it's done really well. Just for emergency cases.
She said that thing was running the computer. I was like, dang.
I had my laptop plugged into it.
nice.
Awesome.
What's the wattage on it?
They come in different ones. This one, I think, no glasses on, so I couldn't tell you. But they come in different sizes. They're small, medium, and large kind of thing.
Okay.
So you can have different ones. They're smaller. There's one smaller than that one. Like 200 watts, 300 watts. It just continues from there. And then they have them they can power a whole entire home.
Check that out, Tennessee Goddess. I just dropped it.
I'm going to indoor ranges by myself and take a license until you check out and they give it back. Some ranges do take your license. Going to an indoor range, you're really not by yourself however, unless you're the only person on the range. There's a lot of indoor ranges now that do not have RSOs or range safety officer there. So you are by yourself. When I first started shooting, I would go to the range by myself and there was no range safety officer downstairs with me. So I'd actually call upstairs, and if I needed something, and call them and have them come down. Because I'm like, there's other people here, but I'm not going to ask these other people, and I'm not going to just leave my firearms unattended because I don't know them.
Right.
So I'd call them and come down and help. They thought it was funny that I just didn't run upstairs to ask them. I'm like, I don't know these people here. I'm sorry. I'm not trusting like that. But that's
and then again, you know, that's where the backup piece of paper comes in, even in a range.
Yes.
You know, if you've got that information in your range bag or go bag, then you have that backup information there in case someone does take your license.
Smart stuff.
And someone did say in one of the comments that you can have like a barcode.
Yes, that was Joe Buck.
So my dad had Alzheimer's, so I had him a bracelet made that had information. It had his information typed out there, but there was also a code that you could scan with your phone, and it would bring it straight to like our phones. It would pull up our numbers, and you just choose which one you wanted to call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's an idea as well. You can have those made for your keychains for your range bag. whatever, earrings if you want. So they're just so versatile.
I tend to think whenever I do my bag and stuff like things like that, though, is I tend to think that I don't have a cell phone or I don't have service. That's where mine comes in.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but going back to that original question, it's, the basics for somebody new, your ears, your eyes, making sure you have a cleaning kit for whatever weapon. So it's, for the caliber you're shooting.
Yep. Yep.
I love it.
By the way, Tennessee got us $45 on Amazon.
Oh, that's how much it is?
Yep.
I gotta get it.
Thank you. It's cool as all get out. It's a great conversation piece. I'm like,
it is, yeah. But and those are, like I said, those are just some of the basic stuff when they're just starting out. You don't need to go buy, all these wonderful gadgets and such.
Yeah, because everybody I notice when you get started, you feel like you need everything. And they'll fill that bag up all the way to the rim. Yep. And it's like, always think about, okay, what's the most practical thing that you need specifically? What do you like? And I feel like a med kit to me, honestly, the med kit to me is like number one.
And mine too.
I'm going to just be real about the whole thing, because you're going to, especially depending on how many times you go to the range, probability says something's going to happen. An accident is going to happen. And when it does, are you prepared for it? Prime example. I can't remember who this guy is. I watch him often on YouTube, but he was at the range and live on TV. You had fragmentation from the other side of the range come over on his side and hit him in the elbow. And he started bleeding like crazy. I was like, man. But of course, he had a med kit, was able to doctor it up and get it taken care of right then and there. Decreases your chances of infection. I mean, it's all type of stuff out here, staph, and you just got to be real careful.
And like Jason had said too, one of the things to think about, when you're shooting, and more people, of course, are shooting the semi-autos, you're going to end up with, especially somebody new who's not shot before or not familiar with a specific weapon, they are going to get that slide cut. Which one's talking about. We've all had them. Yes. So, and that's exactly right. So to have that first aid kit, even if it's simply a bandage, maybe some super glue, something that is, going to be able to at least take care of some minimal stuff. Wipes, hand wipes. Yeah. And Jason made a point there about the lead.
What did he say? Don't forget about the lead.
The lead
wipe.
Yeah, so hand wipes are important. My dad, if you use a lot of actual lead, so like my dad reloads all of his own, and he actually does his own casting of bullets. So he uses a lot of lead. So every so often, maybe once a year, once every 2 years, he literally goes in and checks for lead poisoning.
Dang.
But hand wipes to wipe the lead off, before you start touching food or anything, you want to make sure to kind of wipe your hands up good.
Good stuff.
A lot of the lead off.
Mm-hmm.
I like the foam when I'm out on the range, because then I can use the water that I may have extra to wash my hands in,
right?
Which works pretty well. And then you have the de-lead wipes. Some of them, most ranges have them. I've seen a few that all they have is dial soap. I mean, it is what it is. I did see somebody just said the range they go to, they have cameras and they watch them. They don't watch everything.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But they sure have a drink, apparently.
A matter of fact, this weekend I was in a range and there was a guy that walked into the store with an AR just hanging from his neck.
Dang.
Just walked in, chewing gum, looking around. Hey, what's going on? And they stopped him immediately. Like, you can't do that.
Right.
He's like, I don't see what the problem is. I didn't know.
Well, you're flashing everybody.
Well, you're flashing everybody. It's just hanging, swinging here from your neck. And secondly, it's supposed to be in a bag when you come into the range. So they made him go and get one to put it in there and then walk around the store. And he was like, I guess I have to buy this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just take it outside and walk around with it.
Then
you know,
whoever you are, knowing where you're going helps
Mm-hmm.
when you're new.
that's
Knowing
true.
the rules.
And
Very
It's
true.
always nice to go with somebody else who has been. And we had a couple of friends, brothers. They had bought some new handguns, and they asked us to go along with them. And we took them out to the range, the outdoor range, and kind of showed them the basics of their weapons and what to expect, etc. And to make them feel more at ease, at least for the first time. That's my big recommendation, is always have somebody at least the very first time, so that you are comfortable if you are going to go back again by yourself.
Very good. Very good. Joe, not Joe Buck, you.
Snacks and hydration. Yes, that's a very good one.
Mhm.
My bottle that I showed, that's just a little cheap bottle. Inside there, I have a bottle of water tablets. So water is definitely key. Snacks, we usually keep those all over. I have teenagers, so there's snacks always somewhere.
Protein bars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I keep some something like that and crackers in my bag, and those are things that I look at that would expire.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just never
Turkey
know
is
that somebody
mine.
that has low sugar or high sugar or whatever needs to happen, and
Mhm.
then you're able to help them out there a little bit.
Now, I
Awesome.
have a friend of mine that's a diabetic, and she actually buys those little bags of they're little plastic bags for like crafting materials. You get like a pack of 100 at Hobby Lobby,
Mhm.
and she keeps sugar, straight sugar in it. And she keeps and she has a note on it. It says, "Okay, I'm diabetic. If I'm acting weird, give me this bag," so she can just get that sugar
So
in
you
her.
can power up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have friends like that that just carry a bag full of little bags of gummy bears,
Yes,
so that you can just feed them to them. But a lot of times when you have a
with
patient,
sugar.
not a patient, but a diabetic person that goes into low blood sugar, they know they're not supposed to have it, so sometimes they can be a little combative. I've had that to happen
Definitely.
a couple of times too.
Yeah, and I'm functional glycemic, so I need something every so many hours, and so beef jerky, huge for me, because otherwise, I'm one of those that'll affect my heart if I go without for any length of time. So
Yeah.
to where like it'll race, and then pretty soon I just black out.
Dang.
Not a good thing to happen on a range.
Yeah, I've seen little juice boxes.
Hmm.
People will carry little juice boxes and crackers,
Yeah.
Capri Suns and things like that. But some people they're like, I'm diabetic, I can't have this, or I have an insulin pump and I require this, this, and this. So that everybody knows what's going on.
Right.
Specifically, if you have those issues and you're at the range, let your range buddy let them know what needs to happen.
Now,
So
I have one of my son's coworkers at work had none of them around. Luckily, my son knew what to do, but he has an insulin pump, and letting someone know that you have one is not a bad thing, but also letting them know what to do, how to turn it on and off. My son, his coworker, his tube had actually got ripped out of his stomach at work.
Oh,
Wow.
And my son knew how to find the power button, shut it off, how to cover up the wound, and get a supervisor immediately. And just those little actions like that saved him from a lot of infection.
yeah.
So it's little things like that when you have medical necessities. That's why, again, I go back to making sure you have something in your range bag that says what your medical conditions are.
Yeah, for our ladies group, we do have them to fill out a form that tells who their emergency contact is, phone number, any information that they think medical may need to know, and it's put in a sealed envelope so that we don't know what it is, but when
Correct.
medical personnel gets there, we can say, "Here's this. This is an emergency
Exactly.
envelope," and they can go from there. So we're trying to protect them as well because you have HIPAA, protected health information, so forth, and you just Just don't blurt it
And
all
that
out.
even works in your regular range bag. If you take it and put
Yes.
it in an envelope and write emergency only and put it in a wet bag where it don't get wet or whatever. Little things like that you don't think about that I have learned over the years have made a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, for mine, I always put a copy of my health insurance card in there as well because they don't know, and because that's part of my day to day life. I'm gonna always like, okay, health insurance, you need to have this, otherwise they're gonna call and hound you, and till they get it, or they just bill you for it.
Now, I have a cousin of mine that has a child. Well, he's not a child anymore. He's in his teens, and he's high functioning autistic, but he's killer with a firearm. A boy can shoot. He's dead on. And on his seatbelt in his car, on the back of he keeps one of those cloth wraps, for your neck and stuff. On the back of it, it has what his autism is. And he also has that same wrap on his range bag.
Wow. That's
It's
pretty
just like
cool.
where you use fabric pen, and then it was sewn into it.
They're up here talking about these snacks, guys. Y'all done started this snack. Killian said something about the snacks, man. And Mike said, should there be snacks at Killian Shelton asking for a friend? So they want to know what Killian thinks about this and the snacks, guys. That's the military guy.
You can eat. So.
We ate a lot of peanuts when I was in the service because that was one thing we could easily keep in bags and stuff. We didn't have to worry about it. We had a lot of peanuts, a lot of jerky, granola bars.
That jerky is good.
Yeah.
We even like your Gatorade powders and stuff. We would even we'd use our food saver and make our little packs and stuff. That way, if you needed that extra electrolytes and stuff, that's things that we did in the service all the time. And we actually kept them in our toolboxes. We'd take Ziploc bags and we'd tape them to the top of our toolboxes.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense to have some of those things. But like I said before, you want to make sure that, those things do have an expiration date. So you have to remember to go back into the bag. I don't know if you would do it annually, every 6 months. You ladies would know probably better. But whatever time frame that is, just to make sure you replace those things and make sure they're fresh and ready to go.
I think some of it would depend on if you've opened it already.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I'm not going to eat a bag of beef jerky that I have opened and has been sitting there for 3 days. Not going to happen.
And for me, I'm changing out my protection ammo, I'm going to look in my range bag and also go through it. So it's usually sometimes every 90 days that I look in there and make sure, but I always look at my range bag no matter what. I've come across these little things here, liquid IV.
Oh, yeah.
Start putting those in my bag as well.
I need to try those. I haven't tried those yet.
I haven't tried them yet.
The strawberry, and it's pretty good. Some of those drink mixes for me are too sweet. That's a little sweet, but if I add extra water, it's perfect.
Hey, Killian, these snacks they talking about ain't gonna do nothing for me, bro. I need a Big Mac in that mug. Let me get some. let me get some fries. I don't know how we gonna preserve that, but a Polo sausage dog or something.
I'm just looking forward to that Sundrop cake you got coming.
Man, I need something like that. How can we preserve this and keep it going for a long time? That's what I need.
Cake
dehydrate things.
So.
Why do you have a dehydrator?
What'd you say, Carolee?
A dehydrated Big Mac.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I started following this couple, and I can't remember their names right now. I just recently started watching them, and they had prepped. They're going on this 4-month hiking trail, and they prepped. They dehydrated everything from soups to salads not salads, but like soups and veggies and sandwiches and meats, and they are free-drized it, not dehydrated. And then they have it set up where there's certain like pickup points, like UPS points and stuff, or towns close to where they're hiking, and they're mailing it to them.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the new thing is freeze drying. I'm seeing a lot of people doing freeze dried candies, but
Yes.
freeze drying
Yeah.
everything down to ground beef, eggs. I'm just like impressed with it. I watch videos on people freeze drying these different things, and I'm like,
I
okay.
just can't
What?
swallow the 2 to 5 grand for one right now.
Freeze-dried Skittles. They're really good.
I have a friend that has a freeze dried business, and she does nothing but freeze dried candies, and she
Mhm.
gives them away when she has a thing on Facebook and says, "Okay, can you tell me what this is?" Sugar babies evidently was like crazy delicious.
Huh.
I'm like, really, sugar babies? I can't even imagine.
Now, Kellen mentioned tobacco. Chewing tobacco, especially the new pouches they've got, are really great because it works on like if you're allergic to bee stings or wasp stings and stuff like that.
Pulling that out.
Yes.
What's Nathan
Yeah,
talking?
Killian's talking smoking tobacco.
Chewing tobacco is good for bee stings.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
mentioned MREs. I messed them MREs up. Seriously, I
Not
tear
the
those.
beef stroganoff. No, no, no,
Is it
no, no,
nasty?
no, no, no.
the
Say
ham
it once, won't
apples.
do it twice. I will starve.
Yeah,
Now
Dang.
the ice cream sandwiches, I'll tear those up in a heartbeat.
Hmm.
it's like no.
Well, ladies, I think we had a super duper great conversation on here. It sparked a firestorm of comments in a comment section. Now that I'm looking back, and I mean, it really
Yeah.
did. It really did keep people engaged on the channel and stuff like that. You still have 16 out in the chat, so they really have been paying attention today about the conversation and what's going on and things of that nature. Um, Before we end, ladies, I like to always go to each individual person and kind of do a closing on what you have to say before we leave and things of that nature, if it's anything on your mind. So, of course, we're going to start with, we'll start with Carol Lee first. We'll start at the bottom, and then, of course, the people at the top, we'll do at the end. Go ahead, Carol Lee.
Well, first off, if make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that button. Make sure that's out there. Comment all you can.
Yes.
Additionally, in regard to tonight's topic, best to be prepared. Again, like I said earlier, if you're prepared, and then you aren't going to have any trouble at all. It's kind of like you won't be disappointed if things go sideways.
Right.
So,
And the chances of that happening, as I said before, something's bound to happen.
In the blink of an eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Christine, fire away.
Make sure you know how to use your materials that you have. Some people just a little cheap $10 med kit is what they need to get started.
Yeah.
Some people, but making sure your eyes, your ears, your proper, make sure you have those first off and know what you're doing or know what you have and know how to use what you have.
Yes, very true. Now that's a fact, guys, because I've seen people have tourniquets in their med kits and they don't even know how to use the tourniquet. And it's like, why do you even have it? I mean, if anything, just go to YouTube and watch some videos on how to use it.
Right.
And
A
so
lot of those kits come with stuff, and most people may not know what the use is for.
right.
When they get it.
Yeah, some of them have instructions that come with it.
Right.
But some of those, if you buy a cheap one, it's going to come with some instructions in a foreign language. If you don't speak that, good luck. So like my first aid kit has all of this stuff here.
Yep.
And then it also has the instructions on the back
In the back.
Yes.
of how.
Now, I do my kit that I keep in the car also has like your trauma kit that has the scissors and the sewing materials in there.
Yeah.
But with that said, I am medically trained from my military background.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
some people
yeah.
in healthcare have different things in their kits. If you're medically trained, certified, have been through all this, you may have something different in there.
All right.
And then again, that goes back to everyone knowing what you have and how to use it.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. Tennessee Goddess, go ahead.
So I'm going to say train, learn. Every single day, there's something new to learn. You can learn about, as we've learned tonight, about what goes in our range bags. Everybody has something different, but we also have something similar. Also, look for your courses at your local range store or gun store. They may, and first aid, even the Red Cross has certain things, but look for those safety because you never know when you're going to need it. So it's the same thing as being a situational awareness. Just be aware of what you can do in those situations and how to solve the problems.
Awesome. Awesome. I would most definitely say education is number one, guys. You know, just like the lady said, before you go out to purchase some of those things, yeah, you can get them just about anywhere. But before you go out to purchase those things, do research. Either talk to somebody that's already educated about those things and they really know how to do it, or you have plenty of resources. We have this new age thing now. You have Google, right? You also have YouTube. It's a wealth of knowledge out there. I literally learned how to edit off of YouTube. Didn't know crap about it. And everybody was like, dude, did you go to school for it? No. I self-taught myself off YouTube. It's the craziest thing. Free, no charge. And that's accessible to anybody, guys. Killian had one more thing to say, and then we're going to close up, guys. He said, ladies, he said, let me go ahead and post it. He said, anyone ever heard of Field Gatorade? Everybody got quiet.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I'm pleading the fifth.
They don't know, Killian.
I'm pleading the fifth, Killian.
Well, you know, the imagination will get you.
Hey, you're right about that, Killian. I will have a full on Chick-fil-A at the range. Yes, most definitely. Yes. If I got to kill a chicken out there and make some KFC, I can make this happen. You know, them chickens everywhere in Tennessee. Just pop one of them little mugs and you got you some good
they
food.
They like crossing the road a lot, too.
They do.
That's true.
Those things are weird, man. They be in their own little area and it's just like they don't bother nobody and they just do their own little thing. I'm like, man, y'all have no idea we eat you guys. It's sad.
Now, really something else, like especially where I'm at in my town, if you're not sure about the information you're getting off the Wi-Fi or YouTube or whatever, our local fire department and our local police department do not blame you if you come into their doors and say, hey, is this what I need? They are open-armed about it. They are open-handed about it. Our fire chief, he's got a Facebook page. You can shoot him a Facebook page and be like, hey, this is what I know. What do I need? Where do I need to start? And he'll even set up appointments to meet with people and help them like that and help them with their bags.
Sweet. All right, guys. So we had ladies' night out here tonight. We got to do it back to back on this sooner or later. So I'm going to let you guys get your brain together, come up with something later on. We'll have something extravagant for the crowd out there. They really loved it, but you guys know how I do. I like to turn that music up a little bit. I'm going to have to get some new music one day, but I don't know. I'm going with this music right now, guys. Gun Gossip, 8 p.m. Sunday nights. Come join us, guys. You know how we do. Make sure you pay attention to the community section on YouTube, guys, because I send out a lot of up-to-date information in the community section. Also, keep your eyes peeled out for Palmetto State Armory, the Gathering videos. It's actually going to be 4 videos that are released. The first video I'll release today, and then I'm going to be releasing probably maybe 2 a week. We'll see how that goes, or maybe 1. But they're going to be great videos. Keep your eyes on the prize on YouTube, guys. We appreciate you all coming through ladies' night. And of course, they dropped the bomb on y'all tonight. And guess what? We out of here, guys.
Thanks, ladies.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
bye.
Yes, sir. We out. And I want some Chick-fil-A, Killian.
You need to hurry up and come to the house and get some food.
I know.